back with a new video. And this video is a little different. It's different from what people's used to because yes, your boy has worked with Fredo. And it wasn't the worst experience, but it wasn't the best experience, and it could have been better. So I'm seeing all these videos with Cam and all these guys coming out with these, you know, surviving PrettyBoyFredo videos, you know what I'm saying? And they've been scammed and lied to and all that. But I would say my experience with Fredo hasn't gone to that extent, but I'm gonna tell you why my experience wasn't the greatest. And I want creatives to learn from this, okay? This is what I want. I want creatives and guys to like learn from my experience, okay? Because there's lessons behind this and everybody else's. So my video is gonna be a little bit more objective, right? So Fredo does owe me money, okay? But before I get into how much, I'm gonna get into, you know, how things kind of like unfolded with Fredo, right? So, you know, back in like 2021, I think, you know, maybe August, or was it August? No, it was around September, I think October, I met Fredo. He reached out to me online, he found me online, and, you know, it was like a same day thing, right? So he needed some people to film like a Squid Game kind of ordeal in New York. And, you know, I guess it was Squid Game at the time was popping. So he wanted to do his own version on YouTube. And I think, you know, Mr. Beast did his thing too. So same day, went up there. We did it at this park and, you know, whatever. And we did the video, right? And he paid me. He paid me. It was me and another dude. I forgot the guy's name, but he paid us, right? But he ain't pay us like the same day. Like I had to kind of like reach out to him like, yo, man, I still ain't been paid yet. Boom, boom, boom. So I got a Zelle. He paid me. It was like $3 something for the video. And that was that. So I said, all right, he seemed like, you know, he seemed pretty solid. Cause you know, mind you, we ain't do contracts. And I'm gonna be straight up. I do contracts, but not all the time. But, you know, that seemed pretty legit at the time. You know what I'm saying? Or thorough. But I'm still kind of vetting you out. So a couple days later, you know what I'm saying? I get a call. I get not a call, but a text from Fredo, right? And Fredo says, yo, you know, you know, meet me tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember how the text, but I could pull it up. But he was like, yo, I think he was like, meet me today, or he was like, meet me tomorrow, like, by the Apple store at such and such time, right? So I said, all right, cool, man. Like, yo, you know, how soon, you know, like when you want me to, boom, where exactly, whatever, like, you know, all the details. But what I noticed about Fredo, or at least my interpretation of him at the time was, all right, he sounded like the type of dude, like, he's more like spontaneous. You know, he does shit like impromptu or whatever. And that was that. So I met him. Met up in the city by the Apple store, and we went to Central Park. So he told me, he was like, yo, the type of video I'm trying to do is I want to do like more motivational content to inspire my followers and stuff. So we shot this video where he ran around the park. So that was the video we shot. He was running around, he ran around the whole Central Park, which is like 6 miles, you know what I'm saying? So he did the video, and then he was like, yo, we did that, you know, he paid, you know, it was a whole other situation, but video was done. you know, it seemed like a fun vibe. You know, he was kind of dancing, doing his thing and whatever. So I was like, oh, this is some fun shit. You know, I could get down. You know what I'm saying? So he said, yo, I'm gonna need you to meet me tomorrow morning at this boxing gym because I want to film a boxing video. You know, I'm on this like fitness, you know, motivational wave and stuff. So I'm gonna need you tomorrow, come film this boxing video, whatever, right? So next day, I meet up with him in Soho, and I hit him up. You know, we do the boxing video, whatever. I bring my own stuff, whatever. He's using his camera, I'm filming him, whatever. So, you know, when we're done with the video, he was like, yo, you know, we need to like work out some type of rate because I'm gonna need you for a period of time. You know what I'm saying? To film videos and content on my channel. So I was like, all right, cool, that's whatever, you know, whatever, right? So we hop in the whip. You know, he had like this Corvette or something like this. It was like the C7 or C8, whatever it was, the new shit that came out, right? So we hop in it was like an orange joint, like an orange shit. It was nice, it was dope. So we hop in the car, and then he was like, yo, what you doing after this, man? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go to Sweet Chick, I'm gonna go get some food, right? So we go get some food. I go get some food. So he dropped me at the spot to go get some food. So before I get out the whip, we chopping it up for a bit. He's telling me, yo, man, you know, I'm trying to change my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work on my mental, whatever. Now, I didn't know who Fredo was. Just a disclaimer, like I wasn't really on the YouTube celebrity wave like that. I didn't know how big he was. It was just like, you know, he's telling me he's going through like situations and he's just trying to change, trying to be a better person, whatever, right? And then he tells me about this editor that he just got, because the Squid Games video was cut, right? He actually dropped the video but took it off. So the Squid Games video was cut and it was in process. So he showed me and he's like, yo, man, like, you know, you guys did a dope job. Like, the video was fire and the video looked dope. So he told me about this editor he found on like Upwork. And, you know, I know this video's a little long, but he told me about this editor he found on Upwork back in like, I think he met the dude like in September and August. And come to think of it, it was Itolo. You know what I'm saying? But we looking at the video was fire. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. You feel me? And he's like, yo, this dude is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like he fire with it. It took me a while to find an editor, but I finally found the dude. And I was like, yo, what happened to the last guy you had? He was like, you know, nigga was, you know, he was too entitled. I found that to be a bit strange, but I was like, hey, you know, some people do get like that, whatever. But this is before I knew like Fredo had all this beef and all this drama around his life and shit. So that was that. And, you know, Fredo had actually challenged me. He was like, yo, man, you should run around Central Park. It's good for you. It's a challenge, you know what I'm saying? So he seemed like a pretty decent dude, you know, he seemed pretty solid, you know. I don't say solid because you got to prove that, but he seemed pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? That was that. So, you know, couple days, couple weeks go by, I ain't get paid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get no money or nothing like that, right? So I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. You know, I haven't gotten any money. Like, I haven't gotten paid. So I believe I reached out to him and I'm like, hey, you know, listen, like, you know, I ain't get money, whatever. I ain't get paid. Like, yo, here's my information. Here's my Cashapp, whatever. Or Zelle, you know what I'm saying? You could just Zelle me the same way you did last time. No response. So I was like, yo, is he really, you know, is dude really moving like this? This is crazy. And, you know, that was that. You know, and I think I reached out to him another time because I had, you know, ran around. I did the same challenge. I ran around the Central Park shit. So I reach out to dude and I'm like, yo, man, you know, I ran around. What's up? Boom, boom, boom. Yo, the whole money situation, we got to figure that out. What's up? No response. So I was like, all right. That gave me cause for concern. And I was like, all right, I get it. I'm assuming dude, he is who he is. He probably busy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't like stepping on people's toes and kind of chasing people down for money. So I was like, all right, whatever. So this was probably in November. I didn't hear back from dude till like, I think March of like 2022 or March or April of 2022 or something. And then next, you know, I get hit up out of nowhere. Like I get a text like, yo, what you doing tomorrow? And I'm like, I'm free tomorrow. And, you know, where you at? He was like, I was like, yo, where you want, what? It's like, what? Like, where do you want, what do you want to do? And so he hits me up next day. Well, he hits me up the night before. I get a text and he's like, yo, what you doing tomorrow? And I'm like, damn, I ain't hear from this dude in a minute. And he just hit me up out of nowhere. Like, he's like, yo, can you meet me tomorrow? And can you meet me tomorrow? I'm like, all right, cool. Where? What time? He's like, in Soho. But he didn't really give me like a specific time or nothing. But he said like, you know, meet me like such and such time after that, right? After I get some back and forth. I don't really remember how the conversations went. I'll probably pull up the text, but he just said out of nowhere, yo, just meet me, right? So next day roll around. I think he said, yo, meet him at around like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock or some shit like that. So I meet him. So I go out to the city to meet him. And then for whatever reason, like he's running late, like he's stuck in traffic. And if anybody know about like, you know, New York City or whatever, when you try driving through the city, it get kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, man, like, yo, I'm stuck in traffic. We're gonna have to postpone this shit till later on. And I'm like, yo, I got some shit to do later on. Is there any way to do it tomorrow? He's like, nah, we can't do it tomorrow because I'm flying out. I'm flying out tomorrow. I gotta fly out. So I said, all right, cool. Let me move some things around and I'll meet up with you. So we meet up later on that evening. You know, he pull up in the white Lambo.
My God. So where you at? Like in Brooklyn?
I live in Queens.
Queens?
Yeah.
What you been doing? Like just cooling?
Yeah, just chilling, bro.
Kind of feeling this. Just find a nice like lit road
with Dariano in the whip, you know what I'm saying? Man, this is like the third time I met Dariano or whatever. So he pull up with Dariano in the whip and we get in the Lamb and then, you know, we running through the city, right? And he's telling me about, he said, yo, man, I just got contracted to do this reality show. And I think he said he just got a deal with some production company, TV. I don't know if it was VH1 or MTV, some shit. But he was like, yeah, man, you know, I just got contacted. I got contracted to do this reality TV production. And, you know, it's like a, you know, a reality TV house where, you know, we can recruit all these guys and they compete for a contract. Boom, boom, B, whatever. He didn't, so he's telling me this shit that night, right? But I didn't know it was like a SSH reality show or whatever, right? So he turned the camera on. You know, I get his camera, he turned it on, and then he's like, yo, we doing this, you know, SSH reality show type situation. Boom, 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 for a chance to win $10,000. And then he was like, yo, you know, if you guys want to sign up, blah, blah, blah. So then that's when I realized he was bringing the SSH situation back, right? And we actually filmed, there's 2 versions of the video. We filmed the original version in Manhattan. We filmed it in Soho, right? So, you know, he's filming a video and I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up. You know, that's what's up. Like, you know, that sounds like a fun situation. He's like, yeah, man, you know, you know, it's gonna be popping. I'm gonna hook my boy Dariano up. I'm putting him on. So I'm thinking this is some shit they gonna air on TV or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm making sure I got my phone on me. So, yeah, my fault, quick interruption. So yeah. So he's like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting my mans on, boom, 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 whatever, right? So we shot the video, we shot a lot of takes, you know what I'm saying? We shot a lot of takes of the video, and that was that. You know, he called me an Uber to go back to the crib because he was like, yo, man, I got you. He called me an Uber, boom, boom, boom. And, you know, long story short, I couldn't take the Uber because he called it on his phone and I didn't even know where the Uber was going to stop. So I ended up missing the Uber. So I was like, yo, I'ma just like, you know, kind of just invoice him. I'ma just invoice him for the cost of my Uber to go back home at whatever the rate was for that particular time period. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. And then Fredo was like, yo, man, before he left off, so we spinning, you know what I'm saying? Spinning the block, we in the whip, boom, boom, boom. We stop at West 4th. You know what I'm saying? We hit Broadway, bang, we at West 4th and the Lamb. You know, Fredo he's like, boom, just driving all over the city, just, you know what I'm saying? He wild boy, just going crazy and shit, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we stop right in front of West 4th, right? The movie theater. And he's like, we thinking that Uber gonna stop right there. So before he spin off, he like, yo, man, what you doing? Yo, what you doing after this? I'm like, yo, I gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work on some things, you feel me? Cause you know, I ain't rich, I still gotta hustle. And at the time, bro, like, even now, like, you know, money, you know, bread was tight. So he's like, yo, man, don't worry. He was like, so I ain't tell him that, but he was like, yo, man, I missed your text. Like, I didn't realize, like, I missed your payment. So he's like, yo, don't worry, bro. I got you. Like, just send me your information. I'm gonna shoot you the bread, right? So that was that. So a couple days go by, no bread. I text him, no answer. Couple days go by, week go by, no answer. I hit him up, call. This time I say, yo, let me call dude. No answer. Couple days go by, no, you know what I'm saying? Just weeks, couple months, no answer, no answer. You feel me? So I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, like, you know, dude out here really, you feel me? Like he really done ducked somebody. You know what I'm saying? He done really ducked the nigga. Like, for real. Like, he done really ducked the dude. Like, over like $500 and some change. I think it was like, it's like 5 and some change. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, bro? Like, so the shit that got me was homeboy on Twitter or Instagram Live or whatever talking about, yo, he doing giveaways. He's sending people cash apps on the internet, you know what I'm saying? On his lives, just doing goofy shit. And it's like, bro, the people that's actually putting some of the work behind the scenes ain't even seeing no money. So I'm looking at myself like, damn, like, did I do some shit? Like, what's good? What's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's good with me? Like, I ain't seeing nothing. And I'm seeing him shooting these reality shows. He got this crib, this big crib, he done rented out for the reality show. He paying somebody $10,000. He paying this person, and I'm looking at the production, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, damn, son, like, what happened to your boy? Like, what happened to homeboy? You paying all this money for all of this, and I ain't seeing nothing. So I'm like, yo, he gotta be paying, you know, thousands of dollars. Like, this shit is probably like, for this whole production, it's probably like 100K. So that kind of like, you know, I felt a way about that. I ain't gonna hold you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about my business, you know what I'm saying? But like, me just not getting my money, that shit ain't sit right with me, you feel me? So seeing all of this, and then on top of that, he bought that, you know, he starts showing that $6 million crib on YouTube, like, yo, I got a pool in my shit, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, damn, yo, dude is shiesty, bro. Like, you out here buying these cribs, you buying niggas cars and all type of shit. But the Corvette is funny. You know, the Corvette video, I actually recognized the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I recognized the car because I was in the car when I first met him. You know what I'm saying? Around the time I had first, you know, we had worked like the second and third time. You feel me? So I don't know if that's the same whip, but I recognized it was a drop top orange Corvette. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I was just kind of like, you know, messed up, you know, about, cause yo, like, I'm not a rich dude, you know, I'm out here like doing my gigs and shit like that. So, you know, I'm not getting like, you know, waves of bread or YouTube money like he is. And it's like, yo, you don't know what, you know, people gotta take care of themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, you running around here, you know, buying, you know, $6 million homes, and you owing people, you know, $600, $500. You feel me? Like, that kind of was fucking with a nigga. So, you know, I was like, man, should I speak on it? Nah, like, I ain't gonna speak on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep that to myself, whatever. I don't really like doing that shit. But what made me want to do it was, you know, when I saw he owed dude 10 grand. And I'm like, oh, that's the editor he was telling me about that he was working with. And then I was like, damn, so he owed that dude 10,000, and then everybody else coming out talking about they was never paid, they was never looked out for. And I'm like, damn. So I'm not the only dude going through this shit. You feel me? So I was like, damn, you know what? I gotta speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta speak on it because there's a lesson to be learned. You know, I'm a lot older than these cats. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot older. I'm 35, and you know, too many creators out here that wants to do this YouTube thing or music, whatever. I'm seeing, you know, patterns and shit. And there's a lesson to be learned. And what I'm seeing in a lot of these young guys is, one, a lot of these dudes that's, you know, getting hurt, or, I mean, not getting hurt, but like, they're just getting hurt in a process financially and shit. A lot of these dudes, man, they idolize Fredo. And that's one lesson. The first lesson is don't idolize people. If the moment you idolize somebody, you'll be disappointed. Okay, that's for the creatives. That's for the guys who, whether you working with Fredo or anybody else, man, them niggas is just like you, and don't idolize anybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't idolize nobody. The second one is for Fredo. Second and third lessons for Fredo. The second one is cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do right by people. You feel me? You have to do right by people, because you never know. And it's something Jim Jones has always said. You know what I'm saying? All you young guys who may be watching it may not even be familiar with Jim Jones, a rapper, but he said, yo, be careful who you treat people on the way up or when you're up, because you know what I'm saying, you will have to see these guys coming back down. So always be careful, you know what I'm saying? Be fucking careful about who you treat when you're on top or when you're on your way up, because you're gonna have to see them on your way back down. You feel me? And this is not just, you know, this is for Fredo, but this is also for other people, man. Respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his financial situation is like, what his money situation is like, but it's too many things that I'm seeing out here. And listen, man, you gotta clean this shit up. I'm gonna be straight up. You know, I haven't spoken to you in months, called you, whatever, but you have to clean this shit up. You know what I'm saying? You have to clean this up, because there's a thing called laws of cause and effect. And when you violate or when you play that law to the negative, you're gonna get negative results. So if anybody knows the 7 laws of the universe, you know about the laws of cause and effect. And this can get very bad. This can get worse, because I don't know how many other people you done fucked over, but you gotta fix that shit. Third is protect your reputation, man. Right now, he ain't looking good out here. You ain't looking good out here in these streets. You ain't looking good out here. I mean, you still got your riders. I done bumped into a couple of your fans, you know what I'm saying, before I made this video. But listen, man, your reputation is all you have in this life, man. Your reputation as a man is and respect. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that. Your reputation is shit. You ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you moving out here real crazy. You feel me? Like I said, I don't know what your situation is like. I don't know what your money situation is like, bro, but you moving out here crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you moving out here on some crazy shit, son. Like, you, for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, you moving out here, you know. Yeah, man. But yeah, third lesson is you gotta protect your reputation. You gotta protect your reputation. You know what I'm saying? This should be a lesson to everybody. You know what I'm saying? How homies moving out here, how son is moving, ain't good. All right. And yo, Fredo, man, I don't know what your situation is like, but the way I'm talking to people on this camera is how I would talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you as PrettyBoyFredo, the celebrity and all that. You just a regular guy. That's how I knew you. That's how I met you. You know what I'm saying? That's you. But you got to move different, because yo, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When things start to come full circle, man, you may not like the results you get. You know, you may be on top of your game right now, and I don't know, it looks like you've been struggling to grow and all type of shit, man. But like, listen, man, the same way you got it, it can all be taken away in an instant. You feel me? So it's looking like it's about to get real bad for you, bro. You know what I'm saying, son? Like, it's about to get real bad for you, son. So, you know, all you youngins out there, like I said, man, don't idolize. Understand for every cause there's an effect. And third, protect your reputation.